Welcome back, fight fans. The boxing world is abuzz with speculation about a potential clash between Naoya the Monster Inoue and Jesse Bam Rodriguez, two of the most exciting talents in the sport today. With both fighters holding world championships across multiple weight classes, this fantasy matchup could be one of the most monumental events in recent boxing history. While it's still a hypothetical scenario, recent comments from DAZN commentator Chris Mannix suggest the fight might be closer to reality than we think. Mannix recently shared his insights at a DAZN-hosted roundtable, painting a picture of how this fight could unfold. The key, according to Mannix, lies in Bam making his way up to 118 pounds, a weight class that serves as a potential bridge between his current super flyweight division, 115 pounds, and Inoue's domain of dominance at super bantamweight, 122 pounds. He's, Rodriguez, at 115. He's trying to unify, Mannix said. Inoue's at 122. There's got to be a bridge there. He's got to get to 118 pounds. Bam, at just 24 years old, has already achieved remarkable success in his career. A two-division world champion, he made a name for himself by becoming the unified WBO and IBF flyweight champion with a stunning knockout of Sonny Edwards. Afterward, he moved up to 115 pounds to capture the WBC super flyweight title with a masterful performance against Juan Francisco Estrada. Although Bam suffered his first professional flash knockdown at the hands of Estrada in the 6th round, Bam showed tremendous poise, eventually stopping Estrada with a vicious body shot in the 7th round. This further solidified Bam's status as one of the sport's brightest rising stars. Most recently, Bam defended his WBC super flyweight title in dominant fashion, stopping Pedro Guevara in just 3 rounds on November 9, 2024. Guevara, a former WBC light flyweight champion and interim WBC super flyweight title holder, posed a formidable challenge, but Bam dismantled him with precision and power. This victory not only reaffirmed Rodriguez's place among the boxing elite, but also set the stage for what could be an even more ambitious 2025. Standing in Bam's path to superstardom is Naoya Inoue, a fighter many consider to be the pound-for-pound king. At 31 years old, Inoue has already accomplished more than most boxers do in a lifetime. A 4-division world champion, Inoue is currently the undisputed super bantamweight champion and has shown no signs of slowing down. His ferocious power, lightning-fast hands, and surgical precision in the ring have earned him the nickname The Monster, and his record backs it up. Inoue's recent bouts have showcased his ability to dominate at 122 pounds, but his sights are set even higher. After a likely final fight in the super bantamweight division against Sam Goodman, Inoue is expected to move up to featherweight, 126 pounds. This upward trajectory further complicates the potential matchup with Bam, as it would require both fighters to meet at a weight class that suits their respective goals. When analyzing a potential Inoue versus Rodriguez fight, several factors come into play, starting with size and weight. Rodriguez, at 5'4" with a 67-inch reach, has only fought once at 115 pounds. Moving up to 118 or even 122 pounds would be a significant leap, potentially affecting his speed and power. In contrast, Inoue, standing at 5'5" with a 67.5-inch reach, has already established himself at 122 pounds and has been bulking up in preparation for featherweight. Experience is another critical factor. Inoue turned professional in 2012 and has amassed a wealth of experience over his 12-year career, including high-stakes fights and championship bouts. Bam, who debuted in 2017, is still in the early stages of his career and hasn't yet faced a fighter of Inoue's caliber. For Bam, taking on Inoue would be the ultimate high-risk, high-reward scenario. A victory would catapult him into the upper echelons of boxing history, while a loss could set back his career at a pivotal moment. To prepare for such a challenge, many experts believe Bam should continue to build his resume at 115 pounds or test the waters at 118 pounds against top-tier opponents like Junto Nakatani. We've seen what Rodriguez can do in the previous fights. For example, take the Sonny Edwards masterclass on December 16, 2023. Rodriguez's triumph was a dominant 9th round stoppage of Sonny Edwards. This wasn't just any win. It was a unification bout that saw Bam claim the IBF flyweight title while defending his WBO crown. The fight showcased Bam's trademark relentless pressure and heavy hands. By the 9th round, he broke Edwards down completely, landing a jab to the body followed by a crushing overhand left that sent Edwards to the canvas. Despite suffering cuts and a severe gash over his right eye, Edwards soldiered on, but his corner wisely caught it off at the end of round 9. The stats tell a different story. Bam landed an incredible 238 punches out of 533 thrown, 45%, compared to Edwards' 138 out of 504, 27%. Rodriguez's power punches were especially lethal, connecting at a staggering 62%. Even after recovering from a broken jaw in his previous fight, Bam proved he was back to his best, dominating with a crisp southpaw jab and crushing left hands. He also showed his grit against Christian Gonzalez on April 8, 2023. Earlier in 2023, Bam proved his toughness in a unanimous decision win over Christian Gonzalez to become a 2-division world champion. Despite breaking his jaw in the 6th round, Rodriguez pressed forward, landing stiff jabs, punishing body shots, and cutting off the ring masterfully. In the later rounds, Bam adjusted, picking his shots with precision. Though penalized for a low blow in the 8th round, he remained in control, landing the cleaner, heavier punches. By the final bell, Gonzalez's swollen eye told the story of Bam's power and persistence. The judges awarded Bam a unanimous decision, though the contest was closer than the scorecard suggested. Inoue, on the other hand, would enter the fight as the favorite given his size, experience, and track record. However, a fight against a younger, hungry opponent like Bam is never without its dangers. Bam's speed, adaptability, and technical skills could pose unique challenges, especially if Inoue underestimates the American prodigy. In Tokyo, Inoue proved once again why they call him the monster. The undisputed super bantamweight champion dismantled TJ Doheny with surgical precision, earning a 7th round TKO in a performance that left no doubt about his dominance. Inoue's signature body shots were on full display, each one digging into Doheny's core and forcing the Irish challenger to fight for survival. By round 6, Inoue's relentless pressure had Doheny in full retreat. The end came swiftly in the 7th, when a crushing left hook to the ribs sent shockwaves through Doheny, causing a sudden back injury that made continuing impossible. Limping away in visible pain, Doheny raised his arm in a gesture of surrender, prompting the referee to wave off the fight. Despite Inoue's clear superiority, Doheny showed grit, managing to stay competitive in spurts. However, Inoue's power and precision were simply unmatched. After the fight, Doheny needed assistance leaving the ring, his back and left leg a testament to the punishment Inoue delivered. Taking a look at Inoue's fight against Luis Neri started with a jolt that had the Tokyo crowd on edge. Early in the 1st round, Neri landed a thunderous left hook that dropped Inoue, leaving fans stunned and questioning if an upset was brewing. But that momentary setback only lit a fire under Inoue. The monster roared back in the 2nd round, unleashing a barrage of sharp, calculated punches that floored Neri and reminded everyone why he's a champion. From the 3rd to the 5th round, Inoue dominated, maintaining relentless pressure and finding openings for his trademark body shots. The 5th round saw Neri on the canvas again after a devastating left hook, and by the 6th, he was hanging on by a thread. Inoue closed the show with a brutal right hook that left Neri unable to continue, forcing the referee to step in. What started as a scare ended as another highlight reel finish for Inoue. When facing Marlon Tapales, Inoue encountered a fighter determined to test him. Tapales came out strong, showing early aggression and resilience. However, Inoue, as always, was a step ahead, measured, relentless, and deadly. In round 2, a sharp counter jab from Inoue appeared to drop Tapales, but the referee ruled it a slip. By the 4th round, there was no ambiguity. A blistering left hook rocked Tapales and a follow-up flurry sent him to the canvas. Tapales showed incredible grit, trading punches and even landing a few solid shots of his own in the clinch. For a moment, it seemed Tapales might go the distance, but Inoue had other ideas. In round 10, A thunderous right hand sent Tapales stumbling backwards before he collapsed to his knees. Even though Tapales managed to block some of the impact, the sheer power behind the punch was too much. He tried to rise, crawling forward, but couldn't beat the count. With this victory, Inoue claimed Tapales' WBA and IBF belts, adding them to his WBC and WBO titles. The win crowned him as the undisputed champion in yet another weight class, solidifying his status as one of the greatest fighters of his generation. As of now, Rodriguez's immediate focus remains on his current division, where he has expressed interest in becoming the undisputed super flyweight champion before moving up. However, Mannix believes the end of 2025 could be the ideal time frame for an Inoue vs. Rodriguez showdown. By then, Rodriguez could potentially be a 4-division world champion, while Inoue may have added featherweight titles to his already impressive collection. The prospect of this fight has fans and analysts debating endlessly. Would Bam's youth, speed, and technical prowess be enough to overcome Inoue's power, experience, and ring IQ? Or would the weight difference and Inoue's natural size prove too much for Rodriguez to handle? Regardless of the outcome, a matchup between Naoya the Monster Inoue and Jesse Bam Rodriguez would be a spectacle for the ages. A clash of two generational talents at the peak of their powers. But the question remains, should Bam chase for this fight now, or is it wiser for him to bide his time, gain more experience, and let the anticipation build? What's your take on this potential super fight? Could Bam pull off the upset of the century, or is Inoue simply too big and experienced for him? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, fight fans.